I changed the game, and then I left the game for a change. In order for me to give you a full comprehensive understanding of my life in the drug game and the 10 years experience I've had in it, I have to give you a brief overview of my beginning. I started selling drugs at the age of 14 in Mansfield, Louisiana, on North Street in an area known as the Hood. My childhood friends and I started a small gang. We called ourselves Five Deuce Hoovers, named after one of the biggest gangs out of California, who Ricky Freeway Ross supplied his drugs to. The very drug house we stand before in this picture will be burned down by the police in order to try and stop our gang and the continuation of our drug sales from the location. The burning down of this house was the ending of our gang and the beginning of me selling drugs solo, later on to become one of the biggest drug dealers in Mansfield of my time.
Babysavage, you about 14, 15 years old.
I met him at the age of 16.
He had H.O. driving around, man, at the age of 14, man, doing the big, making his own money, got his own car and a whip.
You know what I'm saying? Every time you see him, you know what I'm saying, it gotta be horrible on the side, you know?
Like I drive around, I said, what you want? I was like, man, y'all give me a house. I can take you anywhere you want all this week. He said, man, why don't you get some money? I said, man, just give me my house, I'll make my own money. But he paid well. I used to get in Baton Rouge, New Orleans, I mean, how many times we went over there in Texas, I did all the driveway. He paid well. I mean, he paid me what I wanted. And he wasn't shop change. There ain't no shop change, Joe. That's what you call loyalty.
My first week selling drugs, I made thousands of dollars. I went and bought my first car, and since that day, Harvey drove me around. He was like my personal chauffeur. Everywhere I went, he drove me. Places that I didn't want to get out and go, he went for me. Every time I get out the car, he'd open the door for me. He'd close the door. Every time I get out the car, he'd open the door for me. He'd close the door.
He didn't go nowhere in the car that I drive it. I mean, when he get out the car, I get out and open the door for him. When he not get to the door to go into somebody's house, I knock on the door. He got things to say, I start it off, and then he take over. My job was to bag all the dope up. He bought him a little car for something to do. I don't know what it was. But they called. He bought the car so he can have more. I told him the best way to have clientele, you got to have a car to deliver what other people wouldn't do. So that's what we did. We used to have an all-night flight. But I always controlled the drugs. You never want to touch the drugs. And we started out with little 50s. And in the end, we started doing ounces, half a keys. But
Then I had people who was just part of my own team who I would front each week. And I mean, every day they had a certain limit and a certain amount of money that they had to make. And you know, what we'd do was I get paid every Friday. And for those who I gave a real big package to, you know, they'll pay me something every week. But, you know, the package would actually be due on the 1st. And the reason why they paid me on the 1st was because most of the times I had to go pay my connect on the 3rd. So that'll give me a day to collect all my money. And then, you know, by the time it's time for me to go pay my connect, I have all this money.